Dear friends, let's give some tzedakah together, hakel, and let's get into the spirit. As you can hear the background, the words of the Mishnah in Ta'anit, Tractate Ta'anit, Mishenichnas of Mamatim Besimcha, says the Talmud, when the month of Menachem Av enters, the beginning of the month of what we call the month of Tisha B'Av, Mamatim would would decrease in acts of rejoicing. But then the Gemara says further, Kishem, just like Shemishenichnas of Mamatim Besimcha, that we reduce in Simcha in the month of Av, Kach Mishenichnas Adar Marbe B'Simcha. So too, when the month of Adar begins, we increase in rejoicing. Now one has to ask the question, what's the connection between the reducing of the month of Av with the increasing in the month of Adar? Two separate things, two separate ideas, two separate realities, two separate events. Av is a time when we mourn the destruction of the temple. Av is a time when we mourn the fact that Jews went into exile. First temple, second temple. It's a month of calamities. So therefore we decrease in rejoicing. But what does it have to do that in the month of Adar, just like in the month of Adar, we increase in rejoicing? Why? Because of the miracle of the story of Purim. And this is why we increase in rejoicing, rightfully so. But what is the similarity between Av, that we say just like Av, so too Adar? So the point is this, one of the explanations. What are we actually mourning mainly on Av? We're not just mourning about the destruction of the physical temples. As sad as it was that we lost our home, so to say, but that's not the main thing. The main issue was that we lost the godly revelation. The Beis Hamikdash is the place where God was revealed, where God was present. The miracles which happen constantly, every moment of the day in the Beis Hamikdash. With the destruction of the temple that symbolized that God distanced himself from us. His presence has been concealed. As it says, Shrinte Begalusa. When we went into exile, God went into exile. What means God into exile? He's concealed. Just like if a person goes into exile, or a person is taken into captivity, into prison, he is locked up in his cell and nobody sees him. Or just about nobody. The antidote to that concealment is the month of Adar. What happened in the month of Adar? Haman decided, or succeeded, in persuading the king Achashverosh to destroy the entire Jewish community. What I mean the entire? Because he ruled the entire world. There was no safe haven. All the different calamities throughout Jewish history, there was somewhere a safe haven. This time, he rules the entire world. There is nowhere to hide, there is nowhere to run. What happens? Esther, his beloved wife, succeeded in having the king change his heart. And we were saved. Now one can read this story as a very normal thing. Which husband doesn't want his wife to be happy? Achashverosh wanted to please his wife, even to the tune of losing a fortune that Haman promised him, but he figured, happy wife, happy life. So he gave in to her. But we know that this is not the story. We know that really there was a godly miracle, but was concealed, hidden through a natural phenomena. So what is Adar representing? revealing the concealment of godliness in this world. Revealing that the natural is not natural, the natural is miraculous. Av represents the concealment of the miracle. Ada represents the revealing of the concealment. Revealing the godly. And therefore we rejoice. That's the greatest simcha. When a person incorporates in his daily life, Mishenichnes Adar, when a person enters into the spirit of the month of Adar and lives with his consciousness, God's presence, God is everything and everywhere, then there is only cause for celebration. And it is this celebration which will bring us to the ultimate celebration, with the revelation, the ultimate revelation of godliness in this world, in the third Beis Hamikdash, hopefully today.